So now we're going to go into the num tutorial material, or whatever you named it. So what you see up here is stats. This is where you set all the stats for your weapons and tools. So to add more, you add another line and put a little comma after it, but to let the game know this is the last line, you put a semicolon. So this is how it works. These I didn't change to what I want. So these are the mining levels. So I want Ruby to be able to mine diamond ore, but not obsidian. So I want it to be mine the same stuff as an iron pick. I want Sapphire to be able to mine obsidian, and I want Topaz to mine diamond ore and under. The next number is the uses. I'm gonna guess this was gold because it's set to 59, but I want Ruby since it's just under diamond, and diamond has like 1,000 something uses. I want it to have 800 uses. I want Sapphire since it is a little better to have 1,000 uses. And I want Topaz. What I'll do with Topaz is I'll set it to 500 uses, but I'll make it extremely fast. Okay. The next thing is efficiency on proper material. This is what I was talking about speed earlier. Basically, this is how fast it works on the item. So, yeah. So Topaz, I'll put to like an 8, which will make it go really fast. Sapphire, I'll keep it a 4, which is like about average. And then I'll move Ruby up to a 4 as well. Okay, now the next number is damage versus entity. So ignore the 0 because that was something that I removed. If you use my class, basically in the item sword, we're going to go back for a second. The weapon damage, it gets the damage, get damage versus entity from material. Get damage versus entity right here. So this goes from here to here to here to here to here. And this sets how many half hearts of damage it does. Minecraft traditionally does this. Or, sorry, 4 plus. So basically, the sword always does 2 hearts of damage or 4 half hearts plus whatever you add. I removed that because I personally like to have it totally controlled from in here. So what I'm going to do is the Ruby, I'm going to have it do 4 hearts of damage. And for that, that would be 8, since half hearts, so 4 times 2 is 8, yep. Or actually, I'm going to have it do 3 hearts for 6. I'm going to have Sapphire do 8. And then Topaz, since it's really fast, I'm going to have it do 5. So 4 or 2.5 hearts of damage per swing. The last one is enchantability. Basically, the higher the number, the easier it is. As you can tell, Sapphire, as right now, it's really hard to get a good enchantment on it. While Ruby, which was originally gold, is really easy. So I want Ruby to be, so 10 to 12 is about normal, so I'm going to set it at 11 for be out average. Since Sapphire is really hard and it's good, powerful, I'm going to set it to like 14. And then Topaz, since it's really fast but weak, I'm going to actually set it to a 16 and then take off another 100 uses. So you get 400 uses, but it's really fast and you can enchant it very easily. So then you don't want to mess with any of this because all these functions are used just to get information, kind of like the sword, but that are private. So that way they can't change it, but they can still access it. And the last thing is down here, get crafting material. I actually forgot to... Does that work? Oh. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. Basically, this tells the game, when you put it into an anvil, what item do you need to repair it? I forgot. I'm going to have to go get the other one. I guess I copied the wrong one. You have to use the metadatas, since these are metadatas. But I just set default to dirt. This won't be called because there is no default. We're only calling these 3. But, yeah. So I will be back when we have... Alright guys, I am back. So, after looking into my mod, which uses something like this, I found out that I haven't figured it out yet. So, if I do, there'll be an annotation here. If not, I'll try to get someone to help me out and figure that out. If you do know, leave a comment below, let everyone else know. That'd be great. So for now, I'm just going to leave it item gem. So this one will work because the first one is Ruby, but these two are going to need rubies to be fixed, which is kind of weird, but we'll just leave it for now. Another thing I noticed when I was looking is I forgot to do this. In my other mod, what I do is I have this line right here. This is for the new 1.5.1 update. This gets the texture. So basically you enter your mod name here. You keep axe, shovel, or pick. I put them all in there. I'm only showing axe off because it's the same. And then I did something called tool material or name. On my other ones I did name, so I'm going to switch it to name here. And basically what this does is you set the name, and it goes out with the name and gets the texture file because they're all stored in the same place, and you just have to change axe to pick to shovel or whatever class it is. And then I added a new string, and then I made this string equal what you enter here. But that is why we're getting errors here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type Ruby, and so basically this will fix that error for all of them. So then what you do is you copy it into each Ruby one. We need to put a space there. Oh, make sure you put it inside of parentheses so it knows that it's a string rather than an integer or something else. A variable, I guess you could say. Okay, and then you're going to do the same for these. Oh, there we go. So yeah, so basically it's, for all these items, it's the exact same process. You just have to, like, change what the item is and then name it differently. Sapphire. Also, while I took that little break, I put all the texture files in from my other mod. So the colors will look really off, but I mean, at least you can see how it works. And that should do it. I do want to make sure. Okay, that's a good thing I checked. So we're going to do this dot set creative tab, and then we're going to do creative tab, or wait, hold on 1 second. I don't think I need this, because if it's in item tool, which it is, okay, so yeah, it's going to put all these tools in the tools tab, and that will be good. That's what we want. So then this should work. Let's run it. Oh, I did not add the swords. Okay, I'll keep, I guess, once it ends. Let's create. I do not have textures for the swords because my swords are still, I'm still working on them for my mod, so I do not have the sword textures in. If you do have sword textures, you need to, no, stop. Yes. Okay, actually, I will throw it. I'll show you how I did it with the sword. This will be a little more different because it's a bigger class, but same thing. So you're going to copy this update icons, and you're going to put it wherever. I put it right here just so I can do it, and then you're going to change this to sword. But you do have to remember that whatever you change this to, the prefix has to be sword. So like what I do is for my file naming is I put what it is beforehand, kind of like I do what I did in the code. Textures item. So I call it axe ruby, axe sapphire, and then so basically it knows this folder with sword plus the name, and the name will be up here. So we're going to add a new private string. We want it to be private so that way other classes don't accidentally modify it, because sometimes when you're doing stuff you bump something and everything gets screwed up. So we're going to do a new string name. So they're going to have to enter a new string. Okay, there we go. So now we can add in our sword. I think I might have to break this into 2 tutorials. Oh, good thing I checked 4. You need to change all the IDs to, I do just 1 higher to keep it simple. But yeah, they can't be the same ID, otherwise you're going to see things like they're overwriting each other, and that's exactly what you don't want. So we have sword, yeah, and so basically it's the same layout for all the tools. You just need to change the, oh, I do need to change that, okay. I need to change this to new sword. And then I'm going to copy this to all of them. Okay, there we go. That should work. And so that's basically how you do tools. The recipes are the same for everything. Yeah. I guess I should do another quick tutorial on recipes. That'll be really good. I'll do shapeless and metadata, shapeless, and all that stuff. So now we gotta wait for it to load up. And any day now. Okay, I'm gonna cut back in when it's, oh, okay, it seemed to be loaded up. So, or did it? Yeah. One thing that I noticed a lot of people don't do unless they're like advanced modding, what you can do is you can add a line like this, system.out, I mean I can spell, .print line, like this. And then what you can do is you can have it print variables. So I can have it print, I don't know, if I made a variable up here called private, man, I cannot spell, test equals 0. Oh, I need, it's gonna be an int. So test, I can have it print this test to the console. So when you're debugging your mod or testing for bugs, you can do that if something's not working or any of that. So is it? Oh yeah, it has, downside of the new texture thing is it takes forever to load up your mod. Or like if you're using MCP, it takes sometimes a long time to, oh, that's cool. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's continue loading. I don't know what. Oh, okay, never mind. We didn't do this. The items are glitched. Okay. So, my fault. I forgot to check even higher up. So this one's going to be 5. This is going to be 6. This is going to be 7. This is going to be 8. This is going to be 9. This is going to be 10. This is going to be 11, 12, and 13. Okay, so there we go. This should work. So, yeah. The code will be the final code, so everything should work. You'll probably be getting this copy. I'm not seeing anything weird over here. Just textures. I think these missing textures are the swords. Yeah, this loaded up way faster. Okay, there we go. Yes. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it changed from a shovel looking thing to an actual pick now. So let's go into tools, and there we go. We have our ruby pick, our sapphire pick, we have our topaz pick, ruby shovel, sapphire shovel. These two probably should have been switched. Topaz shovel, ruby axe. Okay, so let's do a little demonstration. That breaks really quickly. That breaks really quickly. And that breaks extremely quick. Oh, I'm in creative. That's why. Game mode 0. Okay. So, about normal. Little quicker. Really quick. And that affects everything. So, not too bad. Better. Even better. Okay. Now we're going to try the last one. Axe. A little faster, and really fast. So as you can see, that it affects everything. So now we're going to go back into creative, and we're going to get the swords. The swords, since the sword class automatically adds it, but you can change it to, here we are, see, oh, I forgot to add names to them, but no worries, we know it's ruby, sapphire, topaz. So let's spawn some mobs. Pig. We're gonna do pig. Okay, whoa, hold on. That is one thing I do not like about MCP is even though my computer can handle all these settings normally, for some reason it just doesn't like. Okay. Okay. So there we go. Let's try it. Let's see how many hits. 1, 2. Okay, 2. These are not going to differ that much since this has so little life too, yeah. But it does do more damage based on what you did. So that's it for this tutorial, guys. Like I said, if you need to do an item hoe, just do it the same way. We could probably do one real quick, but there's no point. I'm hoping that you guys haven't got the gist of it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below. That's it. So don't forget to subscribe if you want more game playthroughs of not only Minecraft but PlanetSide 2 and game updates. Visit my friend's channel, Toxic Troublemaker. Link will be at the end of the video. You can download all the source code in the description or at the end of the video from Mediafire. And that's it, guys. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. That's it for me, and have a great day.